enjoy local and continental cuisines along with your favorite drink. Your tension will melt away in a calm atmosphere of Kumasi's only Olympic
Welcome to KNUST 2023-2024 academic year virtual orientation. My name is Theodora Odro. Please call me Auntie Theo. I'm going to guide you and be your moderator for an hour or so that are going to be online together. You are so much welcome. Once again, on behalf of the university and everybody, including your parents, I want to say congratulations for gaining admission to one of the premier universities in the whole world. And we'll be talking more about that. Every year, our orientation is in two folds. This virtual orientation, where we share a little information that you must know before you land your feet on this hallowed ground. The second part of the orientation will happen when you come to school from Saturday going. In this virtual orientation, you'll be officially welcomed by the Vice Chancellor of this noble institution, Professor Mrs. Rita Akosua-Dickson. After the Vice Chancellor has welcomed all of us to this noble institution, the Director of Student Affairs, Professor Wilson Ejejare, etc. So listen to that. Then counseling. You must come to school and stay in school emotionally strong, resilient, to go through the academic way. So give us a little tidbit also about counseling. The last but not the least, we have the taxi service transport. When you come to school on Saturday, where do you pick a car? So all this is going to be a short presentation for us to listen. After all these presentations, then we'll have a Q&A session. Already I'm receiving tons and tons of questions. Don't worry. All the resource persons are here. Which hall should I choose tomorrow if they open the portal? How do I select the hall? How do I pay my fees? Where do I go from here? All these will be discussed. So keep your questions. So you see the chat box. If you're on Facebook, you're on Twitter, or you are on YouTube, you have the chat box. Just keep your questions coming. Then we'll answer them by the right time. But now, call your friends, call your loved ones, call your parents, everybody that matters to you, because the Vice Chancellor of this noble institution is ready and waiting to welcome us all. After everything, I'll be back for the second session. This is KNUST. The ground is hallowed. Thank you.
Pleasure and delight as the Vice Chancellor to welcome you, my dear fresh men and women, to the premier Science and Technology University and the #1 university globally for quality education. Together with your parents, guardians, and all well-wishers, I congratulate you for gaining admission to KNUST This is no mean achievement at all. Let me say how very proud I am of you for your smart choice of KNUST among the many other options you had. I believe your experience for the next 4 to 6 years in this institution will be a remarkable one. KNUST's recognition as the best university in the world for the provision of quality education should inform you that we are very intentional in our quest to partner with you and your parents to bring out the best in you. We aim to provide holistic quality education that would The 2023-2024 academic year Freshers Orientation is in 2 parts, virtual and in person. You are required as a newly admitted student to make time, listen, and watch every presentation thoroughly and get yourself well acquainted with all the critical information that you need to know before we formally receive you physically on campus. Resource persons from this university will share with you very relevant information. This includes how to secure accommodation if you do not already have one, support services that are available on campus, budgeting and managing your financial resources, our library services, security, staying healthy on campus, how to register your academic among others. The KNUST e-Learning Center and the University Information Technology Services, UITS, will also engage you to assist you on how to navigate the e-space at KNUST, including the V-Class. This is a very useful tool that will come in handy in your studies, and you must pay particular attention on how to use it. The second part of the orientation will be held in person at your respective colleges, faculties, and departments when you report to school. As you start this new phase of your life, I charge you to commit yourself to hard work and dedication to your studies. You will be learning from the brightest and the best in your fields of study, and your dedication starts with actively participating in this virtual orientation to know and understand what you have to do. Your parents have sacrificed so much to bring you to this level, and you must not forget to say thank you to them before you depart. I encourage you to be very determined and resolute so that their investment in you can yield good returns. As you come to campus, may I admonish you to be careful to adhere to all the rules and regulations that will make your stay and study at this university a fruitful one. Please take this orientation very seriously and be abreast with all the information that will be shared before you come to campus. Once again, I welcome you to the big KNUST family. We look forward to seeing you all very, very soon. Let me use this opportunity to wish you and your families a very happy New Year. Thank you all very much, and God bless you and your families.
Hello, I am Professor Wilson Najeri, the Director of Student Affairs, formerly the Dean of Students, and I'm going to be your parent on campus, for that matter, your father, and I'll be talking to you about the role and functions of my office. First and foremost, let me congratulate you for being successful in your application for admission to this noble university. The Directorate of Student Affairs is located at the J. Harper Building. It is in the commercial area of the university. In terms of staffing, I'm the director of the directorate, and I'm supported by 2 deputies, a registrar, a hall master, the head of counseling, the chairman of off-campus senior tutors, the head of career services center, 2 senior assistant registrars, and an accountant. There are also other senior staff, junior staff, and some who support the work of the office. In terms of mission, our role is to assist students in understanding the policies and procedures of the university. That is 1. 2, providing opportunities for students to be involved in the decision-making of the university at all levels. And 3, developing and enhancing the leadership qualities of our students through advocacy and conflict resolution. In terms of functions, the Directorate of Student Affairs is the Students' Conduct Administrator and is responsible for the welfare, discipline of all students with the assistance of the 2 deputies. It's the first point of call for all issues of students in terms of welfare, conduct, and then discipline. The DOSA gives meaning to the role of senior members by acting in loco parentis for students. That means serving as your parent once you are on KNUST campus. For direct academic issues, I will urge you to start from your head of department through the faculty and to the provost. However, if you do not get the needed attention or redress, you can also come directly to the directorate for a fresh approach. The director constitutes a conduct board to investigate all matters of students' distress and misconduct. The office has linkage with all offices of the university, starting from the highest level being the Vice Chancellor's office, the registrar, the finance office, various academic units starting from the department to the provost level. Also, the health directorate, the security services, the Protestant and Catholic chaplaincies and the Islamic affairs, the halls of residence, and all recognized private hostels. In terms of sections, we have the central office, we have the student housing and welfare, student conduct and discipline, student support and financial services, international student affairs, student leadership affairs, comprising of the SRC, the local NUCs, GRASAC, and the other student groups, the KNUST Counseling Center, the KNUST-owned hostel, the KNUST Career Services Center, and also works with other independent units such as the Protestant and Catholic chaplaincies and the Ghana Immigration Service. In terms of activities, the Directorate supports a lot of student activities, including the student support and financial services. The office also liaises with the leadership of students, notably the Student Representative Council, that is the SRC, and then the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, that is the GRASAC, to ensure the welfare of students. It also links up with the external bodies that will want to deal with students in whatever way they intend to engage with students. The management of the non-resident facilities, 3 of them, located across the university campus, 1 around the residential area and the other 2 in the academic area, are all managed by the office. The office also liaises with other university departments, such as the International Programs Office, which deals mainly with student exchange programs and other international issues in relation to the university. Also, most importantly, the University Information Technology Service, with the advent of technology and computer issues being critical. Also with security, transport, and hospital. The principal focus is to look at the welfare of all students at KNUST through providing specific organized activities under the various headings. 1, International Student Affairs, Student Housing and Welfare, Student Conduct and Discipline, Student Support Services, Student Health Services, and Students with Special Needs. Taking them one after the other, when we talk of international students, the needs of international students are not always the same as that of our national students, and therefore, at times they need special attention. The Directorate therefore provides conducive environment for the welfare of our international students in relation to their academic, residential, and social issues. 2, the office, through the Student Support Unit, also coordinates the regularization of stay of international students in the country once they arrive. In terms of student housing and welfare, the Directorate also liaises with the Committee of Hall Administrators, which are in charge of all the halls of residence on KNUST campus, so that they provide a conducive housing facilities for our students, for which most of the first years will be staying in these halls of residence. For those who are not able to get a hall on campus, you'll be staying in a hostel which is registered under the university. And also we have a very good arrangement with them, and we provide a very conducive conditions for you. And to do this, you have to go through using the provided app, that is the COSAS app, which will help you to be able to select a hostel for your stay. To make sure that management of these hostels are done properly, the communities surrounding the university have been put into 6 clusters, and each cluster has a senior tutor who helps to manage conditions within this environment. And each cluster also has a student leader who supports these activities off campus. Also, the university has 3 non-residential facilities, 1 close to the halls of residence, and then 2 in the academic area. And these provide facilities for those who want to do some learning activities at all times during your academic period. Usually these offices are open for you to do your studies, and then during examination periods, it's open 24 hours. In terms of student conduct and discipline, all issues of student conduct and discipline are either reported directly to the office or referred to the office for us to address. And this may include cases of theft, fraud, fighting, assault, moral possession, gambling, drug abuse, and harassment, including sexual harassment. And for that matter, when such issues happen, you are urged to report to the office and not to engage in either of them. Otherwise, you have some challenges as a student. It is also advisable for students who have complaints on any issue, whatever the reason, to report to the Directorate so that we can give you the needed support so that we address your concern. You are also asked to seek permission to leave campus whenever the need arises, so that if you are unable to do a certain academic work because you are outside, then the needed support could be given to you. In terms of health services, the Directorate also works closely with the KNUST Health Services and that of the Counseling Center to provide the needed support to you in terms of your physical needs and mental well-being as a student. The office also liaises with the health services. Once a student, you have to go through medical check. Once you do that, the office also liaises with the hospital where we think there is a need to look at it more critically, then attention is given. Following up on students' medical issues is also a priority for us so that this can also be done and then we monitor your progress. Students are also advised to use the student clinic and the university hospital. It's very important because once you visit the university hospital or the student clinic, then there is the needed documentation so that if you are unable to attend to a certain academic work, then there is already a cover for you, rather than moving straight to your family hospital or traveling to your hometown to seek medical attention. First, you seek attention from our hospital. If there's a need for a referral, then that will be done. So students also are encouraged to look out for one another, because once you are on campus, you become a family. Once you are staying in a room, that person becomes your brother or a sister. Your parents are no longer here. So you are urged to look out for one another. You study the pattern or the behavior of your roommates. If your roommate is somebody who wakes up and eats 2 balls of kenkey and for 2 days he is not eating, then it means there is something wrong and we need to know. If your roommate habits change, we need to know so that we can provide the needed attention. Just like hope. If your mom or your dad sees that your behavior has changed, he asks you, Kweku, what is happening? What can we do to support? You don't leave your roommate to suffer. And there is no need to have quarrels with your roommate, because they are the people immediately available to give you the needed support. In terms of students' financial services, the student financial services is also available to explore opportunities in terms of financial resources to support brilliant but needy students. It's not every student who has the resources to go through. And therefore, at a point in time, if there is a need, this office can be approached, or you go online, there are opportunities for you to apply, and then you can get some support if there need be. Direct financial assistance is also provided by this office in terms of bursary or scholarships for needy students. Also, facilities and the creation of on-campus work-study programs also exist for students who want to work and study at the same time. We also encourage the establishment of scholarship by organizations and individuals to support needy but brilliant students. There is also the Student Welfare Assurance Plan, which makes sure that, for instance, a student whose guardian passes on whilst he's on campus can get support to be able to complain. And I want to elaborate on this, that make sure that the one you indicate in your application is the guardian, the one who is providing the financial support for your education. If you did not do that when you come, apply to change that, because in some cases you see that because student's mother cannot read and write, although he is the one providing the financial support, he puts the name of a brother who is not working. Unfortunately, if your mother passes on, your brother is still alive and his name is the one on your document, and therefore you do not qualify for this support. So if you fail to put the right person there, there is opportunity for you, once you arrive on campus, to change this to the person who is providing the financial support, so that should the unfortunate incident happen, you lose that person during your academic period, the needed provision could be made to support you to go through. There is also the student loan. Now it's guarantor-free and you can always apply to support yourself. So needy students may also apply for support usually during the second semester, and we urge you to also go online to look for some of these. There are forms which will be made available usually later part of the second semester, and then the processes will be taken. From time to time, messages are sent through the SMS, which every student will be given a phone number, and you have to keep it very well, because that is the means by which the office and the university will be communicating with you when there are issues for which we think it should be brought to your knowledge or attention. There are a number of scholarship schemes, and when you go online, you may be able to see which ones you are interested, such as the Educational Pathway, the Fondation, Standard Chartered, Total Petroleum, the Lebanese company, the KNUST Bursary, the Timothy Ansa Memorial Fund, Test for Ghana, the Nankani, the Unibank, Kingdom Bishop, and then the Kitwe Bierensa. All these are supports you could also apply for. In terms of student support, the office is also responsible for documentation of students' records and is a custodian of student files. And therefore, should it happen that you want to approach any embassy for a visa or travel outside, this is the office where you have to submit a letter. And then if you are an active student and qualify, an introductory letter will be given to you. The office also coordinates with the immigration office to sort out the resident permits of international students or students who are here on the exchange program. If student groups want to go outside the campus, you have to approach the office with a detailed list of every student who has signed, indicating that they are all willing to move outside the campus, and then the needed approval will be given. If the unfortunate incident happens that we lose a student, the office is also responsible for representing the university. We will coordinate with your department and college so that a representation could be made at the funeral as a university. In terms of students with special needs, the Disability Support Unit office is also established, and there is a strong student association which has now been established, and I will urge you, if you have challenges, to make sure that you belong to this association so that you can send your grievances through the association. You can also apply for disability bursary for students who have certain challenges. We have 3 major facilities which have facilities to accommodate students who have physical challenges. That is the Wilcaldo facility for first years, the Otumfuo Osei Tutu hostel, which is the SRC for continuing students, and then also the Impact building also for continuing students. These have facilities where you can move in with your wheelchair or whatever facility you are using, both in the room and then in the washroom. And so it's specially designed. We also have transport facilities for students who have disability and they need to move around with a wheelchair or whatever facility. There are other activities we also organize for students in their own interest. For instance, a major one is a safe arrival for international and Ghanaian students. If I should elaborate, 3 days before the reopening, international students are welcome. And for that matter, we have students who will be at the Kotoka International Airport and some also at the Kumasi International Airport to welcome students and then give you the needed direction. Those in Kumasi will be driven to campus. And then you'll be advised on what are the next steps to take. For the Ghanaian students, from the first day of reopening to the 3rd day, all the offices, be it the Directorate of Student Affairs, the hostels, the halls, the transport, the security will be in place to welcome you and give you the needed support and direction. And therefore, those who come on commercial buses, you'll be received and you'll be driven to your hostel or hall of residence. And then, for the first week, it will be followed with orientation at your hall of residence and also at the hostel. It's important that you follow some of these because it gives you the directions and how you'll be able to stay and have a peaceful activities whilst you are here on campus before you do your academic orientation. Also, we have what we call the safeguard service. What we do is that during the mid-semester and main examinations, we provide support in terms of transporting and providing security to drive students who will be studying throughout the night to their off-campus accommodation. So when you watch out, there will be notices to inform students when the services is available, where you can pick, and then you can be securely moved to off-campus. In terms of your own safety, I have 2 advice. Always make sure that if it is too late, usually after 9 p.m., don't walk alone. Make sure you have somebody with you. Make sure that you are also not exposing yourself, that you have a phone on you with your ears also plugged, listening to music or something. And the final advice in terms of your safety is that make sure that your room is always locked. When you are in the room, it should be locked. When your roommate comes, you open. When you are going out, lock it. Because you look at your facilities and you think it's just like a home. where you enter your room, you leave the doors open. The doors should always be locked because the people around you might not have your interests at heart, and take good care of your mobile phone and your laptops. There are some of you who are lucky your parents are giving you a car, or you have been able to secure a car yourself. You can drive on campus, but you have to respect the rules and regulations of the university. To drive on campus means you need to register with the Directorate of Student Affairs. First, you need to have a valid driver's license, and you have to show proof that the vehicle belongs to you, or the owner of the vehicle has authorized you to drive that vehicle. And once you do that, you'll be given a sticker, and then it will permit you to drive on campus to wherever you want to be. Cars without stickers who drive anyhow will be clamped, and you may have to answer for why you are doing what is not right on KNUST campus. In terms of all I've said, if I should summarize, what I can tell you is that the office is there for you as a student. It serves as your parent. It's to provide and support you in terms of your welfare. So it should always be your first point of call. Whatever the issue is, everything you can report to the office, and then we'll be able to support you as the need be. Also note that you are first and foremost a student of KNUST for academic reasons. So priority should be given to your academic work. Priority should be given to the academic work. There are a lot of associations and activities. If you are not careful and you are engulfed in all these activities, you have limited time for your academic work, and it will affect you seriously. If you need any additional information, you can also look at the KNUST Student Guide and Code of Conduct. You can find a copy online. Once you Google KNUST and you look for the Student Guide, you will be able to. On this note, let me congratulate you once again for being successful in your application to KNUST. I wish you all the best as a KNUST student. Thank you.
Welcome, dear students, to the 2023-24 academic year virtual orientation. My name is Theodora Odro. Feel free to call me Auntie Theo. I work with the Student Support and Financial Services at the Directorate of Student Affairs. I'm here to share with you what we do at the Student Support and Financial Services. We are one of the offices at the Directorate of Student Affairs, and our office does a number of things. I'll be very grateful if you can pay attention to what I'm going to say, because sooner than ever, you will need our support and you come to our office for help. Our office exists to support students with financial aid in the form of scholarship and bursaries, records, and also student welfare services. We support students with letters of introduction for visa applications. Most of you will be traveling outside the country. Additional letters of introduction to attest to the fact that you are a student of this noble university. When it comes to our welfare role, our office is mandated to explore, solicit, and look for other financial support to support students from less endowed institutions who are very brilliant but needy and who are coming here to study in our university. Other functions include we seek to monitor student financial aid to ensure that our students are quite cushioned during their study in the university. We also ensure equitable distribution and disbursement of funds for our university students. We control possible applications for the accumulation of funds by our students, because students can benefit from other sources of financial support, but you cannot accumulate wealth. Who do we support as an office? We support brilliant but needy students who are studying in the university, and a number of you are also coming from less endowed schools. And some of these students who are very brilliant but needy, we try to cushion you whilst you are studying in the university. You all know that university education is quite expensive, and we need help to ensure that you become what God has destined you to be. Other support services available include scholarships, bursaries, work and study. Some of you will be working whilst you are attending your classes to gain some financial support for your study here. We work with some guiding principles. We seek to support students but not to enrich them. Listen carefully. Where do we get our money from? Our first source is from the university itself. KNUST have got some internal generated funds in the form of KNUST Bursary. Our HRC also have Kito Biara Enswa, which we use to support students who are needy. GRASAC, for the postgraduates, have what we call the Bwaunia. So if you need support, please visit the university website and check frequently about these support services. We also receive scholarship from external institutions, and these include Educational Pathway International. They are based in the US. We have Edu for Danzion. They are based in Italy. We have Hulede Foundation. They are based in the US. We have Timothy Ansa Foundation. This is a special scholarship for students from the Western region, specifically from the Nzima area. We have Kingdom Books and Stationery for all needy but brilliant students. We have Brighter Investment Support for students. In addition to these scholarships, there are other scholarships opportunity that's external to the university, but for open to every Ghanaian. And this include GMPC Scholarship, MP Common Fund, GET Fund, and Ghana Government Scholarship. There are also numerous religious organizations that give scholarships to their students. So wherever you are, contact your church or mosque and ask them if you can benefit from. MTN Foundation have got very beautiful scholarship. Vodafone, Tallow Oil, Islamic Bank, Goldfields Company, Newmont Company, and Test for Ghana, among others. They will also have Educational Trust Fund. All these scholarships, visit their website and you have information how to apply. Kindly note that in KNUST here, students are permitted to apply to as many scholarships as possible because you are not sure which one you will win, right? But you are not permitted to accumulate wealth and benefit from multiple scholarships that exceed your fees. How do we get other support also? We also have the Students Loan Trust Fund and Brighter Investment. These institutions give soft loans. Soft loans. Don't be afraid to go for a student's loan, okay? It's not that outrageous. It's a soft loan to help you accomplish your dream of becoming an engineer or a medical doctor or whatever you want to be. So let me also quickly say that if you know of any institution, an NGO, a foundation out there that want to support very brilliant but needy students, please contact us. We'll be able to contact them to help your colleague continue. Now, how do you apply to benefit from our scholarship? The first thing you have to do is that because this is a university, we don't go about ringing bells. We use notice boards, okay? All the notice board of the university will place the information in the university website. My dear student, as you have come here, visit the university site often. Okay, visit the university site often and see all the notices that we have. The Directorate of Students Affairs notice board will be there. When you go to the website, download the application form, follow the instruction, and apply for our scholarships or bursary. Now, who qualifies to benefit from our scholarship? What we call the eligibility. Basically, Ghanaian, right, undergraduates, and regular students, and good academic standing. When you download the forms, we will explain what the good academic standing is all about. For bursary applications, also visit the notice boards and also the university website and read the messages on your phone. The beautiful thing is that when it comes to KNUST, we'll be giving SIM cards and we send messages to these SIM cards. Please don't ignore the messages because a scholarship or a bursary information will be placed there. You read it, quickly you put in the application. You submit the application on time. Be mindful of deadlines, okay? If you are shortlisted, you'll be required to attend an interview. And if you are successful, you'll be granted a scholarship or a bursary. So financial obligations of our students. Every admitted student will be required to pay academic and residential fees. So all newly admitted students will be required to pay the academic fees. Please note that you are not supposed to pay the academic fees and the residential or hostel fees together. Please follow the instructions we have given you and pay them separately. Now, dear parents who are watching us everywhere you are, along the academic progression of your children, especially I'm talking to parents who are outside the country, you contact our office to indicate that you are the person paying the school fees for your children. I want to respectfully inform that please contact our office or the finance office for them to guide you how to pay the academic fees or the residential fees for your ward, so that your name will appear on the portal that indeed you are paying the fees for your child. Because one day, if you want your child to visit you on holiday or after the education, you want the child to come to you wherever you are, and you want us to indicate that you have been paying the fees, we need this information to do that. Where do you pay your fees? There are a lot of banks in Ghana, right? So GCB Bank, Cal Bank, UBA, Republic Bank, Ghana Securities Bank, Eco Bank, Absa Bank, CBG, or Stanbic Bank. All these banks pick up our school fees on our behalf. You can visit any of these banks and pay. You can also pay at Ghana Post, yes, but Ghana Post will attract a small charge, okay? Some also pay by Bankers Draft. You know, Bankers Draft also will attract something very small. So all these things are there. Somebody was asking, can I pay by Momo? I want advice for now. Please get to the nearest bank I've mentioned and pay. So you are required to register. I'm pleading with all of us. There are two kinds of registration we do in KUST. You do your biometric registration and also your course registration. As soon as you land on campus safely, by God's grace, just go ahead and get your biometric registration done. When you finish, proceed to register your courses. Okay, until you register for both biometric and your courses, the registration as a student of KUST is yet to complete. You must register, and if you are having any challenge for registration, you have the UITS officers at your colleges and faculty, you have the examination officer. Please contact them and they will guide you how to register. Now, simply before I conclude, we have some guiding principles we always advise our students. Listen to me, dear students. University education needs money, right? So as you are coming, please prepare a simple budget. You need money for your daily upkeep. Prepare a simple budget. Show where you are expecting money from. Maybe some money from your parents, your uncles, your aunties. You put it down and come up with some small expenditure. Most people were asking me that, oh, I'll be buying food. KUST, you can buy food, but maybe your money will not be enough to buy food 3 times a day, irrespective of how dusted you are. So make a small budget. Where's my money coming from? Is it from scholarship? Is it from bursary? Is it from loans? Is it from remittances from your uncle, auntie abroad? And what are some of the expenditure? Food, right? Your fees, your accommodation, your core credits, data bundles, your clothing, Camp Simple, your books, photocopies, general station, your pen, your pencil. Our advice is that please spend wisely and live within your means. Prioritize your expenditure. Don't just be buying food and ordering food. Please prioritize your expenditure. Do not include income that you are not too sure of. Be mindful of borrowing from your friends, okay? Just cut your coat according to your materials. Students' loan may not come in as expected. You are waiting for some remittance to come. It will not hit your account as you were expecting. So we always advise students from the financial office that please spend wisely. The other relevant information that I want to draw your attention to, because my office handles that. When we come to the university, we don't change names. Okay, so that's why we insist that the same name that you have written on your applications, you should use that name throughout. You cannot change it. We can only change names when, as a lady, by God's grace, you get married along the line, then you can change name. But under normal circumstances, I want to please inform you that keep to your name that you have entered university with until you close. Should you have to change your name, come to our office. We'll direct you the process that you have to go through to get your name changed, mainly through the university academic office. We also require that come along with your original birth set, okay? Original birth set. So in case you need any of these support services, change of name and other things, please. So go through your documentation. It is any anomaly, let's change it now. Come to school with your national ID card, with your BEC results, with your WACC results, or anything that will help us know that you are the person you say you are. In conclusion, I want to let you know that education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. KNUST, we are here to help you, and of course, my office, we are here to support you gradually. And there are other benefits that we will not tell you on this virtual orientation. When you hit school, we'll give you all the other relevant information that you need to make your stay a lovely one. This is KNUST. The ground is hallowed. Thank you.
Hi, I want to congratulate you on gaining admission into this prestigious university, KNUST. I am Lieutenant Colonel Richard Kobaishen, retired, the head of KNUST Security Services, and presenting to you general and personal security on campus. The purpose of this interaction is to assure you that as students of KNUST, your safety and security on campus are of paramount concern to the university, and that a set of security measures are put in place to achieve this objective. We are to create some level of security awareness to alert you of possible security threats that you might encounter on campus. We are to arm you with some basic security tips to help you eliminate or reduce your vulnerability to all manner of threats around you. To remind you that you have a complementary role to play in your safety and security and that of others. General security situation is very calm. Presence of students, however, comes along with some security issues. Occasionally, reported cases of theft, fraud, robbery, among others, are recorded. The university has put in place the following security measures to maintain a safe and secure environment for students to go about freely with their academic work. We have a well-lit on and off campus, campus-wide CCTV coverage, campus-wide access control systems, well-kept environment to prevent criminal activities. There's a presence of university security services, presence of police station and other security agencies on campus. Even though lighting situation on campus is good, you are advised to do the following. Avoid walking in dark or near bushy and isolated areas, whether lit or otherwise. Avoid using shortcuts, footpaths that are obviously unsafe. As much as practicable, avoid talking to strangers. If you are attacked by robbers, don't try to fight back. Obey their instructions to save your life. Now to security safety precautions in the halls and hostels. Always deposit your door keys at the hall assistant's lodge. Do not keep your keys under door mats, flower pot, or any unsafe location. Immediately report to the hall assistants any missing door key, and if you have the cause to believe that your door lock is compromised, insist they are replaced immediately. Do not use keys of other rooms to open your door, even if that is possible. You may compromise your room security. Report immediately to hall assistants if you detect that your room could be accessed by other unauthorized person without your key. Never leave your door unlocked, whether out for lectures, away for a few minutes, or sleeping inside. Do not showcase your valuables. i.e. laptops, mobile phones, etc. Now let's look at the security at bus stops, car parks, and onboard vehicles. As much as possible, avoid isolated bus stops deep in the night. As much as possible, look for and board campus embossed taxi cabs or shuttles to reduce your vulnerability to attacks. If not too sure of a driver of a commercial bus or taxi cab, as well as the passengers on board, decline the service. Always take note of the registration number and some easily identifiable features of any unknown vehicle you want to board. Do not open your bag, wallet, or purse whilst boarding a bus. Always keep your valuables intact in your bag or wallet. As much as possible, carry very little physical money on you when out and about. Do not patronize non-embossed taxis, unregistered or private cars used for commercial purposes. Now we'll look at university authorized shuttle buses and embossed taxis. The taxis are embossed with yellow stickers with numbers on them approved by the university. The buses are green in color, well branded, and they are all over on campus, stopping at certain selected bus stops. I'll now introduce the KNUST Security Services to you. Security Services is the unit charged with the responsibility of ensuring safety and security of students and staff of the university. Our mission is to ensure a stable, secure, and safe environment for academic, research, and administrative works in the university. The unit therefore works with all facets of the university community to achieve that mission. The unit also provides 24-hour service to the university community. And these are the pictures of the security officers. You see them in blue, black, and then the sea blue, and some of them are in brown khaki uniforms. Office locations. The headquarters is located at the faculty area, LI Under Block. The main office is near the KNUST Hospital. You can call on the following numbers for immediate assistance: 050-134-7350. I repeat, 050-134-7350. The second number is 050-134-7352. I repeat, 050-134-7352. That for the KNUST District Police is 0322-060357. 0322-060357. Now please observe the following security advice. Creating a safe and secure community requires the involvement of all community members. In other words, security is a shared responsibility. Be each other's keeper and be responsible for our own safety and security. Please report all crimes or violent situations that threaten your life to the security office. Always remember that the security apparatus on campus is only a phone call away. Give us a call or walk to any of our offices and security posts, and we will be glad to assist you. The KNUST Security will forever remain your friend. Let us work together as partners. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the #1 destination for quality education, and that is KNUST. Congratulations on your admission to KNUST. Before we start, I would want us to go through a brief history of the Counseling Center. In 1993, KNUST established a counseling unit to provide general welfare services to all students and workers as well. However, in 1997, the Office of the Dean of Students was established and the counseling unit was placed under it to work. Again, in August 2016, the counseling unit was given the opportunity to become a counseling center, that is KNUST Counseling Center, by a decision of Academic Board and Council of the university. About us, what do we do? The KNUST Counseling Center is a mental health facility dedicated to promoting the healthy environment of students, staff, and their dependents, as well as the general public. And in the center, we have qualified staff in that capacity to provide all the services. We have counseling psychologists, clinical psychologists, health psychologists who provide services in an emotionally safe, respectful, confidential, and compassionate manner that facilitates the development and greater subjective well-being of our clients. Again, the support staff that we have, because we want to project and make sure that all the services get to students wherever you are, we have also trained some staff who serve as skilled helpers, and these skilled helpers are senior members of the university, they are in the faculty area, they are in the administration, and they provide support services for our students. They serve as a linkage between the counseling center and then our students and even staff, so that they will pick people or they will pick issues and then do the referrals to us. Again, we have students group whom we call peer counselors. They are also trained and they also have what it takes, first aid counseling skills to also support their own. So what are the services we provide? We give individual counseling services, couple or family therapy. We have what we call crisis management. When there are crisis situations, we are there. Then we have units we use to serve the university community and the general public. One of it is the training and internship unit. Then we have the psycho-educational seminars and workshop unit. Then we have the outreach and programs unit, the gender-related services unit, and as well annual counseling and emotional health awareness programs that we do for our students and for the university community in general. We also have the research unit to inform and enhance our practice, and also the support for persons with special needs. When we talk of persons with special needs, we are talking about people who are having disability issues or who are vulnerable. They might come from, let's say, areas where there are wars or they have challenges in a special way. People who, per their very own nature, are vulnerable. All those people, we put them together and then we support them. We try to find them. What are some of the services we provide for such people? Accommodation can be one. There are times that we need to provide special accommodation for people in that category. Financial aid, we try to support them. Sometimes we direct them to special services that they can get financial support. Scholarships in general, we do that. Academic and examination issues, or even academic work itself. Sometimes during exams, some of our students need to have special dispensation of extended time for examination away from the normal one, or even having a bigger font size. These we do. Assistive devices we provide for some people, and general counseling for such people. That one is specialized. Then we have a special dispensation to help people even change their programs on a special way because of their peculiar challenges. Now, where can you find the counseling center? We are located at the commercial area, the J. Harper building, and so you can contact us through our hotlines 050-644-9747, 0594-399772, and then the other is 059-351-0668. You can also connect us via email, KNUST Counseling Center at knust.edu.gh, and our website, kcc.knust.edu.gh. You can also get us on our social media handles, Facebook and Twitter, KNUST Counseling Center. KCC is your safe haven. We know that your mental and emotional well-being is also pivotal. It adds into what you become and what you can achieve in your academics. And that is why the university deemed it fit to establish the Counseling Center.
Hello, freshmen. My name is Emmanuel Info Mensah, a systems analyst with the University Information Technology Services, UITS. Congratulations on your admission to the prestigious Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, KNUST. I will be orienting you today on the use of information and communication technology on campus as our students. KNUST is an ecosystem where the use and application of technology is the oxygen required to survive. In this chat with you, I will introduce you to the UITS, systems available for you as a student, ICT facilities, vital web links, and finally, some do's and don'ts within the KNUST cyberspace where you are about to join. Let's begin. The UITS Directorate is the main provider of ICT services across the university, which drives the university's core business of teaching, learning, and research, and its related administrative activities. This directorate is headed by a director with 5 deputy directors. Currently, there are 5 departments within the directorate responsible for various services. The departments are software development, network operations and infrastructure, user support services, information security and technology assurance, systems and data management. Where to find the UITS on campus? We are on the 3rd floor of the Casely Hayford Building, KNUST, Kumasi. We also have units in all 7 colleges, including IDL, and all faculties, likewise at the Obuasi campus. Now, let's talk about systems you must know as a KNUST student. First is the Students Portal. This is an online portal with the address apps.knust.edu.gh/students, where the following services are available to students: update your profile, course registration, option change, registration slip, check results, assess lecturer, bills and payments, biometric verification, virtual classroom link, transcript request, among other services. Another platform to access all these is the KNUST AIM, an application available both on the Play Store and the App Store. To log in, you will need your student's credentials, that's your username and password, in addition to your student's reference number. This credential will be sent to you via text message. You can also retrieve this on the login page of your student's portal. Just click Forgot Your Password link. Notes: you can also review the list of devices synced to your KNUST AIM on the student's portal. All KNUST students have an official email account with a domain extension at st.knust.edu.gh. Using this email address for correspondence identifies you as an authentic KNUST student. With the ICT Help Desk portal, help is only a click away. Visit helpdesk.knust.edu.gh, open a new ticket, or use the chat for all IT-related issues. On network connection services, most buildings are connected to the university network via the LAN or the KNUST Wi-Fi. You will need your student credentials to connect to the Wi-Fi. There are a number of ICT facilities on campus to make life easy. The UITS ICT labs are available for you. You can locate the KNUST ICT lab on the 1st floor of the Prempeh II Library or the SRC UITS Carrera lab at the commercial area. In addition, all colleges and faculties have ICT labs with a state-of-the-art PCs for your use. Don't forget to keep to the strict lab rules, as defaulters would be sanctioned. Your student ID card is a multi-purpose card with infrared capability for identification. This is a personal card. It is hooked to the MasterCard platform for online transactions when activated. The essence of the card is to keep records of access to facilities, prevent unauthorized access to certain facilities, and mitigate theft within residential facilities. Let me hint that there are access restrictions at the halls. Hall residents have 24-hour access, but non-residents cannot access the hall within 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. the following day. Access-controlled gates like the one at the Bomso Gate is accessible to students 24 hours. As a KNUST student, you'll be given a Vodafone SIM card with a monthly renewing package to enhance networking with your peers and also research work online. This package includes a 5 gig data bundle, 200 minutes voice on-net talk time, that is when calling any other Vodafone number not on the package, 10 minutes voice off-net talk time, that is when calling a number outside the Vodafone network, and 500 minutes community user group talk time, that is when calling any KNUST colleague on the same package. The package is renewed on the 25th day of every month. Don't forget to keep your SIM card safe from misplacement or theft. You will be required to activate your SIM card after collection using the shortcode *127#. To resolve any issues related to the SIM card, please visit the Vodafone Cafe, College of Engineering, KNUST. So keep it well and use it. Know these online resources as they are vital. First, www.knust.edu.gh, which is the school's main website, where you get information on KNUST news, events, announcements, access to resources on academics, admission, research, and more. Don't forget helpdesk.knust.edu.gh, where you can get help on all IT-related issues. Also, scdmail.knust.edu.gh to log into your student's email account, src.knust.edu.gh to know more about the SRC and their events, ocl.knust.edu.gh, the off-campus electronic information resource for research materials. Finally, to some do's and don'ts. The use of internet services for viewing pornography and gambling is prohibited. Also, damaging or stealing ICT equipment are heavily punishable. Don't ever share your student credentials to anyone. Should you do that, you'll be personated. That is, someone can do prohibited things on the network with your name or infringe on your privacy or check your results or possibly delete registered courses, which will mean non-registration in a semester and ultimately withdrawal. Don't give your Vodafone SIM card to friends or family members. It is for you to use as a KNUST student. Do not also give your ID card to anyone. You'll be punished if that is detected. Lastly, if you realize that your email credentials have been compromised, simply go to the login page of the Students Portal, click Forgot Your Password, and reset your password. Note also that the personal email address mapped to your profile must be for you, not your parents, nor teachers, nor friends. Create an email account for yourself and update your profile immediately if you don't have one. Also, cybersecurity threats are everywhere. Watch out for spam mails, spam text messages, and phishing sites that are asking you to provide your credentials. Verify every information from the main KNUST website, Directorate of Student Affairs, or the UITS office. You can also send a ticket on the Help Desk portal to verify any information. Do not give your email or contact to anyone without proper identification. Visit our virtualtour.knust.edu.gh and explore our Evergreen campus. Visit uits.knust.edu.gh/fresher to access a comprehensive checklist of all electronic resources for KNUST freshmen. We are the UITS and we are here for you. Enjoy our services and give us feedback on feedback.knust.edu.gh. Thank you and welcome.
Hello, a very good welcome to all our freshers. My name is Michael Egan, the coordinator of the union. We, the KNUST Taxi Drivers Union, are here to make your journey safe, secure, and convenient. At KNUST, every student's safety and security are our topmost priority. The university has entrusted our union with the responsibility and ensure that you have reliable transportation service right on campus. When you choose to ride with us, you can be rest assured that you are in good hands. Whether you are heading towards to a lecture hall or exploring the beautiful campus, or simply request for a lift, our dedicated drivers are here to assist you. We are the only authorized taxi service to operate on campus. Our drivers are well trained, our vehicles are regularly maintained, and we are committed to providing you with a comfortable and reliable transportation experience. Your convenience matters to us, and we are always just to call away, ready to take you wherever you want to go within the campus and its surroundings. So as you are embarked on this exciting journey at KNUST, remember that we are your trusted partners in transportation. Whenever you see our logo, you can count on us for a safe and pleasant ride. We are not just taxi drivers. We are here to ensure that you are feel at home on this campus. Once again, the Taxi Drivers Union welcome you to KNUST. We look forward to being a part of your incredible journey here at KNUST. Enjoy your time at our beautiful campus.
So here at the KNUST Career Services Center, we have the responsibility of supporting our students and alumni to build successful careers. And we do that firstly by supporting them with tested tools to self-explore, to identify their strengths, their weaknesses, their personality types, and to leverage the same information in addition to information on different career paths, the requirements, and the opportunities that are associated with these paths in industry to make decisions regarding their career. Secondly, We have training and development programs that are designed to endow our students and our alumni with the skills that are required in industry. So we train in areas such as employable skills, customer service, effective communication, negotiation skills, employment contracts, CV writing, cover letter writing, among others. We want to invite you to take advantage of these training programs to develop yourselves. Lastly, we actively pursue and secure career advancement opportunities for our students and alumni. So we partner with industry players and we hold events that will bring opportunities and employers very close to our students and alumni. So we place for internship and we are also able to recommend our alumni for job opportunities in industry. We are reachable via email on admin.careerservices@knust.edu.gh. Welcome to KNUST.
Okay, welcome back.
So here are the
I hope you enjoyed all the numerous videos and very critical ones that we have shared with you. And as I said earlier on, I said that this orientation is going to be in 2 parts. We are going to listen to all the presentations, then we'll answer your questions, and oh my, tons and tons of questions. But don't worry, that's why we are here with you. So call your friends who have dropped off, and they should come quickly because we're going to answer questions concerning your fees, accommodation. You all know tomorrow the portal will be opened. How should you go select accommodation? And what should you do when you arrive here on Saturday? We are going to answer all these questions. So quickly call your friends to quickly log back in. I want to start this interactive session with Obuasi campus. A lot of questions about Obuasi campus. So we want to talk about that campus as well. It's my singular honor to introduce to everybody the coordinating dean of Obuasi campus, Professor Lawrence Dakwa. Prof, you are welcome.
Thank you, Auntie Tio.
Thank you very much. So there's some few questions about Obuasi that I want to ask you. Then I want you to help our Obuasi students also to feel at ease and at peace. Tell us a little bit about what should students expect when they come to Obuasi, God willing, on Saturday.
Okay.
Then later we'll talk about accommodation and other things as well.
Okay. Thank you very much for the opportunity. As you mentioned, my position in the office is a coordinating office representing the Vice Chancellor and representing the entire campus, similar to what happens on the main campus in Kumasi. We're doing a similar arrangement for receiving our cherished students who've been blessed and have the opportunity to study in Obuasi campus. Obuasi campus is a satellite campus of our great and noble KNUST. As we have now 15 programs running in Obuasi, 7 of them in engineering, and then 4 of them in health sciences, and then 3 of them in business, and 1 in the College of Science.
That's beautiful.
And total population of students number is around 2,200 already.
Wow.
And we are 4 years old and still counting. And we are 4 years old. Our first batch of students just graduated.
Beautiful.
Just in the last graduation cohort. And so we are blessed to have that opportunity to serve. Saturday, we'll be expecting every one of our students that have been admitted to come. If not Saturday, we will still be expecting you on Sunday. So we're making arrangements at our various points of arrival, whether you are coming on your own. When you get to Obuasi Township, you look for the major roundabout, which has the drilling golden statue, and then you approach the A-Life entrance, which has our boldened signage across the road. So you enter in our campuses, and we have prepared a place to host our parents and our students who will be coming in. And we target the same as safe arrival as we do in the on the main campus. And we have different stages that the students will go through. For those who would have already booked their accommodation which can be accessed online just as the main campuses have. We have the same network, the same address. You access accommodation.knust.edu.gh. You go through the various steps that have been given. You book your accommodation, and then you can drive straight to your reserved room in your hostel. Otherwise, if you don't have accommodation, you can drive through as we have directed, and there will be signage in town. You come in, and we also have volunteers, students volunteers. We have our security people at the various lorry stations, the GPRTU stations, the Metro Mass station, the VIP station, and we will direct you and bring you to campus.
Wow.
We'll offer all the hosting facilities to make sure that we arrive safe, sound, and if you don't have your own transportation, together with the hostel managers, we have designated buses that will take students to their various locations at their hostels. We will make sure that they stay safe, sound, and then they'll have lasting and memorable time in Obuasi.
So our Obuasi students, the city of gold, we are really ready for you and waiting for you. But Paul, let me ask you, when somebody comes to Obuasi and the person gets completed, will Obuasi be written on a certificate? That's a question coming from one of us. Will Obuasi be written a certificate, or is the same KNUST certificate?
Thank you very much for that question. It's a popular question. Thank you very much. KNUST is one, whether Obuasi or Kumasi, it's not written on the certificate. And even in our graduation, they are all done simultaneously in our Great Hall. So there's no discrimination, there's no separation as to Obuasi campus, or it's just the facilities, the learning centers are located in Obuasi. Even to add to that, some of our course laboratories and activities are done here in KNUST main campus. So occasionally, depending on the need, we sometimes bus certain groups of students to come to do that particular part of the studies here. And then we transport them back safely to Obuasi. So Obuasi, Kumasi is the same KNUST.
All right, thank you. Some few more questions before I let you go. How is students' life like? Student life, student life. How is it like on campus, Obuasi campus?
Obuasi campus, we are opportune to be a smaller campus, and therefore it gives the opportunity for students to know each other.
Very good.
And to integrate one with another. So somebody may be reading engineering. You have the opportunity to be meeting your colleagues in business. The numbers are relatively smaller, unlike the main campus. So in one sense, we get the opportunity to be integrated one or the other. We also have all the facilities on campus, just like we have in the main campus here. We have cricket,
yes, and sporting
facilities. We have the tennis courts. We have the OST. We have the swimming pool that is up and coming. And then we have all the facilities that one can enjoy on the main campus. We are making sure that that is also available in Obuasi. So there is no difference except that is the location that is different. I would rather say that the climate in Obuasi is even much more inviting.
Yes.
And it's cooler, it's different, and it's much more enjoyable. I will invite everyone to come and enjoy Obuasi campus. It's different.
All right.
And it's lasting.
Thank you very much. So, Prof, before I let you go, the last question is accommodation-wise. Once again, I want you to emphasize that people are really concerned that they've been told that there's no hall of residence in Obuasi, and that is true. So students who don't have accommodation yet, what should they do? Just emphasize that one a little bit for me.
Okay.
And I can let you go.
Thank you very much. We have a smaller hostel facility on campus, and that is the Jabora Hostel. But all of them are hosted and then owned by private hostels and run independent of the university. But we superintend their operations, and we moderate and make sure that all students are well protected through the Directorate of Students Affairs. We have the superintending officers that ensure. So every single hostel, whether on campus or off campus, is under our operation. In all, we have about 19 and counting private hostels that are also scattered around in Obuasi Township. But we also have a shuttle system that carries students from their various hostels to campus and then also back to their various hostels. We ensure that the security protection is paramount because our students are very dear to us. And we also have students affairs officers that also intermediate between the hostel owners and our very good selves. So there is the direct interaction and we make sure that our students are very safe.
All right. So thank you very much, Professor Lawrence Dakwa, for giving us a beautiful rundown concerning Obuasi campus. As our UITS officer said during his presentation, we have the help desk. If there are more questions concerning Obuasi, please go to the help desk, key in your questions, and we'll be able to answer them for you. There are people standing by to look at all the real questions and answer them for you. So once again, thank you very much. Let's keep the questions coming, and we are here to answer them. We'll be now switching on to ACOHA, which is KNUST Campus Accommodation. The Committee of Hall Administrators, they are in to tell us tomorrow, on your marks, get set, ready, click your accommodation. What should we look out for? And of course, on Saturday, when we come to school, reopening date is Saturday, 6th January 2024. We are going to answer all your questions. We'll do our best. We may not be able to answer all. The questions are thousands already. But I promise you, we'll do justice to almost all your questions before we log out. Are we ready? So let's get our next set coming in. God bless you. See you very soon.
Supportive stakeholders of our great university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Thank you very much for the privilege and the honor to come your way briefly with a few thoughts on the KNUST Day of Giving. This is a special day to honor, appreciate, and celebrate the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems of our students and management: accommodation on campus for students. I am therefore calling on the magnanimity of all alumni, industry and business partners, staff, students, and all friends of KNUST to kindly make financial donations electronically in any major currency on the KNUST Day of Giving. I am extremely pleased to announce to you that you are an automatic champion for this great and noble assignment. Please let us endeavor to rally as many people as possible to create this big supporting wave to make a huge impact on this global KNUST Day of Giving. No donation is too small. Thanks so very much, and do stay blessed for deciding to give to support the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. KNUST Day of Giving. Please do not be left out. Hashtag KNUST Day of Giving. Thank you.
The KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities, including parties, events, swimming lessons, and live music during the weekend. Enjoy local and continental cuisines along with your favorite drink. Your tension will melt away in a calm atmosphere of Kumasi's only Olympic-sized swimming pool. Can't wait to see you there.
Our cherished and distinguished alumni and ever-supportive stakeholders of our great university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, thank you very much for the privilege and the honor to come your way briefly with a few thoughts on the KNUST Day of Giving. This is a special day to honor, appreciate, and celebrate the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems of our students and management: accommodation on campus for students. I am therefore calling on the magnanimity of all alumni, industry, and business partners, staff, students, and all friends of KNUST to kindly make financial donations electronically in any major currency on the KNUST Day of Giving. I am extremely pleased to announce to you that you are an automatic champion for this great and noble assignment. Please let us endeavor to rally as many people as possible to create this big supporting wave to make a huge impact on this global KNUST Day of Giving. No donation is too small. Thanks so very much, and do stay blessed for deciding to give to support the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. KNUST Day of Giving. Please do not be left out. Hashtag KNUST Day of Giving. Thank you.
Welcome back. Is KNUST not beautiful? Anytime I see our swimming pool, I'm so excited. You are in for a blast. I'm telling you. Welcome to KNUST. So, as I said earlier on, tomorrow, God willing, our portal for accommodation is going to be open. So I'm privileged again to have on the set with me Professor Samuel Norte, representing the Committee of Hall Administrators. He is the Hall Master, my immediate right, the Hall Master for Independence Hall. To my extreme right, I have Mrs. Ellen Norte, Head of KNUST Treasury, and also our Chief Cashier. She's going to help out with all your finance questions. There are lots of questions concerning payments. Then to my immediate left, I have Mr. Foster Dedume, aka Tesla. He's going to help you with all the UITS questions concerning registering your courses, your program, biometric registration. You know, KNUST, you're calling high tech. So let the tech questions come, and he's here to help us as well. So we'll start with Professor Norte. Prof, God willing, tomorrow, the portal will be open. What should students do in securing themselves accommodation?
Thank you very much, Teal. First of all, congratulations to all students who have gained admission to the great KNUST. I believe what you need to do first is to ensure that you have paid your school fees. Without paying your school fees in full, you will not have access to securing the best space in any of the traditional halls. So the first thing to do is pay your school fees. I'm sure most of you have done that today. If not, you have up to 12 noon tomorrow to do that. And when that is done, it gives you the opportunity to access when the link is open. Our advice that you look for a system that is really fast, because, well, to what I know over 3,000 may have gained admission to study in KNUST, and the traditional halls can only give best spaces to 7,500. What it means that over 20,000 of you will not be able to access traditional halls. So is that serious? So you are all accessing at the same time. So you need a machine that is really fast, a place that is, the network is really good. Then you go in and book. First you book. I must also say that some programs are restricted to some traditional halls.
All right.
Especially, I know those in medical field will have maybe access to 2 halls that they have to choose from. So don't say I want to be in the independence hall. So when you get into the system and there is no independence hall to choose, you'll still be waiting for the next day to have independence hall. What you have access to when the portal is open, try to get in to make a selection. And when you book, then you have to go back to the bank and pay, because a code will be sent to you and the same link will be sent to the bank. So as soon as you make that payment at the bank, you will have to go back again to the portal to make the room selection. So the first thing is booking of a bed space. A code will be given. You go to the bank and then you pay the due amount. Then you come back to the system. Then you choose your room. Many a times people do not do that. They book, go and pay, but they don't come back to confirm. And that gives us a lot of challenges. So
okay. Thank you very much, Prof. So if I heard you right, the first thing is to pay your fees. So answer that question, right? Yes. That am I supposed to pay the full fees?
Full.
Auntie Ellen will help out with that question when I come to her. But what Prof. Notte is saying is that if you want access to the university traditional halls, then pay your fees. After paying your fees, they'll be giving a code. You go in and do your reservation, or what we call the booking. You reserve the room. So when you open the portal, we have 6 halls of residence.
That is it.
Unity Hall, Indies Hall, Republic Hall, Queen's Hall, Africa Hall,
and University Hall.
And the University Hall. Katanga, Fellows, Charge. So you select, you do a reservation. After a reservation, you go back to the bank and pay the hall fees. After paying, you come back to the portal and confirm your booking. Respectfully, don't forget the process. Well,
and you have, and you have 24 hours after doing the reservation. Okay. Well, the university is very thoughtful. They know that maybe you've done the reservation, but the money is not ready. So, or maybe getting access to the bank will be a bit of a challenge. So you have 24 hours to do that. So if you do the reservation now that it's 7:35, you have 7:35 tomorrow to make sure that you have done the payment, and then you go and do the. Otherwise, you lose the spot. And that is how come somebody gets into the system, pays, and then he goes back and he says, the best space is gone, then it's closed. But another day somebody gets the chance because you reserved, but you failed to pay at that period, and your space is given to someone else. Yes. So make sure that you have 24 hours to pay.
All right. So we have 24 hours to pay. But let me quickly state that since I come from the Directorate of Student Affairs, KNUST, we have a number of private hostels for first years, very good ones, under the supervision and collaboration of the Directorate of Student Affairs. And most of you know that we have also uploaded those hostels at the site. So in case you don't get traditional hall, don't cry, oh yes, please, we have very, very good traditional hostels, which is all around, very close round. So when you go, they will show you the distance between the hostel and campus, the fees, the facilities. Even that place, you have the right to choose. You can choose that I want a place with this and this and this, and you select it. And also based on your college. So if you are going to read business administration, you can select a hostel close to your college. So we also have that available as well. That's beautiful. Any more information?
And some of them, these private hostels, some of them have even shuttles that do run to campus in the morning and during rush hours and stuff. So they are pretty good ones. We should all put our eggs in the same basket. I want the traditional hall and stuff like that. But most of you will have to access private hostels, and which are very good. And the security there is also good. So we want parents to be rest assured that if they are not able to gain traditional halls, their private hostels are in perfect shape, and we deploy our security to be all around. The police also help in these things. So your ward and children are in safe hands, especially when it comes to KNUST and accommodation issues.
All right, thank you very much, Prof. Because of our time, let me go to fee payment before I come to Uncle Tesla. Auntie Ellen, now the question there is that, is there a difference between the payment plan for regular students and also distance learning students and also postgraduate students? So what should a regular and a graduate student do? And any idea about postgraduate students as well and distance learning? Yeah. Okay. So Auntie Ellen will help us with that question.
Thank you. For regular students, it is required of you that you make full payment of your fees as a fresh student before you can even go on to access accommodation. So you would have to pay your full fees as stated on your admission letter. For distance learning students, because their fees are quite huge. There is a special arrangement for their payment. I think more elaboration will be made.
Yes,
when they yes, with the distance. And then I think the postgraduate student too, there's supposed to be an arrangement for payment too. But for undergraduate, you're expected to pay the full fees.
Okay, so when it comes to undergraduate fee-paying students, the question is that, are they also supposed to pay 100% payment? So maybe you're doing fee you're paying 6,000 for a program that your colleague is paying 2,500. Are we supposed to pay the same all payment, or what should the fee payment students do?
For fresh students, the policy is for you to pay the full fees. So whether a fee-paying student or a regular student, you're expected to pay the full fee as a fresher. But if you have any challenge, special issue, I think you can come and see the finance officer and then arrange. But as it stands now, we expect that you pay the full fees.
All right. So, our dear student, the person who asked that question, we've been told that whether regular or fee paying, you are expected to pay full fees as an undergraduate student. Distance learning student, we have one of our colleagues here who will be discussing about our fee payment, and postgraduate also, there's a kind of plan to help postgraduate because your fees are high. So we understand that one, but undergraduates, it's full 100%. And if you want accommodation at the traditional hall, then you don't have any option. Full payment before you can do your reservations. At least we have answered those questions. Is there any other way of paying fees online? Because I've tried the student portal and I couldn't sign in. So where can students pay their fees?
All our banks have been advertised on the website. So you can go to the website. You have a list of banks. I think we have about 9 banks now. So you can pay in any of the banks. But if you don't want to do the normal banking hall payments, you can also pay through the student portal online. So you just go onto the website, the procedure is stated there, and then you make the payment. It reflects all right, if we don't have any network challenges.
All right, if you don't have any network challenge. So another question has to do with scholarships. I saw that along the line, scholarships. So, Auntie Ellen, I know my office handles scholarships, but let me still ask you, any advice for those who, before you go to scholarship, how much is the residential fees? How much is the residential fee? Prof. Norte, you want to help us?
It's supposed to be in your admission letter.
I saw 2167.
It's 2,167.
2,167 is a residential fee. So your letter is stated, I look at the fee schedule. You see, when you go to admission portal, the place where you click on accept admission, after accepting admission, you print an admission letter. There's another button there called fee. Please click on it and download the fees. You will see all the fees there. Okay, so you know how much you're supposed to pay, total fees, and also accommodation as well. So that we've stated that as well. Okay, Prof, want to say something more about the accommodation?
We've had, especially when there is a person added to it. Some think that, what is 6 persons to a big university like this? But it's not about the big university, it's just about the system. The system. If the system says that you are the person, you didn't add the person to it, it says that you have not paid your fees in full. So please pay the exact amount that has been stated on the letter.
Yeah.
Please do that so you'll be on the safe
side. Okay, thank you very much. IT team, please help me answer my questions quickly. Thank you. So I go to, as Ellen, I may come back to you.
Yes, please.
Let's go to Mr. Tesla. Uncle Foster, please. Okay, so my finger unfortunately deleted my credentials on my phone. How do I get my credentials back? Yes, Uncle Tesla, help us.
Thank you very much. If you've lost your credentials, you can go to the portal, and then where you are asked to log in, you click on I've forgotten my credentials. They'll ask some questions like your application number, and once you state it, a link will be sent to your email address to click and then reset your credentials.
With the email address, let me just chip it in before I go to my next questions. Most of us, I'm putting myself in your shoes now, use our parents' email address, our uncles, our teachers, our auntie for. We use their email address and their telephone numbers when we're applying. So when you do the research, the email will go to your uncle's email or your father's email, mother's email. But when they come to school, Uncle Foster, would they have the chance to change their email addresses and telephone numbers that they use in applying?
Yes, once you accept admission and then you go to your student portal, there is a portion there for you to update your profile.
Okay.
So updating your profile means you have to enter, maybe if you have a new email address, you can update your email address. If you have a new phone number, you can update the phone number. There are times you'll be asked if you belong to any maybe Christian or Muslim denomination. You can indicate all of that in your portal.
Okay.
So once you come to school, you can always update your details.
Okay.
What you cannot change is your name and your date of birth. But anything else that is on your portal, you can update it.
All right. Did you hear that? You can't change your name or your date of birth on the student portal. So this person said that I am unable to sign into my AIM portal with my credentials. It says my username and password is incorrect. Kindly assist.
Okay. So for those who have credential issues, please note that the credentials you log on to the student portal with are different from what you logged in with on your admission portal. Once you accept your admission and you pay your fees, you receive an SMS with your new credentials. That is your KNUST credential. And it also happens to be your KNUST email address. So once you accept your admission, you'll be sent new credentials. If for any reason you are unable to log in with your credentials, just click on I've forgotten my credentials, and you have the chance to reset and set your own credentials or your own password on your portal.
So the next question is, what about those of us having problem with mismatched names?
Okay.
What should they do?
Okay.
Before you come in, you are coming to KNUST. You are coming to a tertiary institution. I beg you by the mercies of God, follow instructions. The instruction was that the name on your WASSCE results should be the same name you used to apply. But unfortunately, most of us have found ourselves. So with those with mismatched names, Mr. Dedume, please, what should we do?
Okay. So as you rightly said, mismatch of names happens when the system realizes that the names you applied to the university with are different or they differ. It could be the arrangement or even the names. Sometimes when people apply, they add other names that they were hitherto not using in SHS or before coming to the university. And like you said, it's important to maintain the same name. However, if you have issues with name mismatch, you can contact the admissions office. The admissions has a help desk at the Great Hall currently. So you can always walk over. But when coming, come with your documents. That is, if you have a national ID, if you have a birth cert to reflect the name that you have that are mismatched, then the corrections can be done. However, if you cannot come to the university, you can always leave a ticket on the helpdesk.knust.edu.gh. helpdesk.knust.edu.gh. Post a ticket, and then there's a team there who would quickly attend to it, verify your details, and then the corrections or approvals will be done for you.
Okay, so thank you very much. As you rightly said, the admissions office has set up a desk at the University Great Hall. Great Hall. So when you get there, they'll be able to help you. So when are the top-up students starting there? Okay, let's talk about biometric registration. When is it starting, both for regular students and top-up distance learning students and postgraduates?
Thank you very much.
Still on Uncle Tesla.
Thank you very much. For freshmen, biometric registration will start on Saturday when they come. There will be biometric registration points in all halls of residence. Brunei, that is the gas hostel. There will be one at Wokado, that is for the private, those in the private hostels. And then there will also be one at the Castle Hayford. So once you arrive on campus, you can go to any hall of residence to have your biometric registration done, and also, or any of the hostels, like I've already stated, to have your biometric registration done. Biometric registration will continue also within the week. So if you are unable to utilize the chance on the weekend, within the week, there will be biometric registration at Castle Hayford.
All right, so biometric registration, as soon as you land on campus, biometric registration starts, okay? So as he has mentioned, there will be at all these vantage points. Make sure that you are going to log in and register as well.
The KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities, including parties, events, swimming lessons, and live music during the weekend. Enjoy local and continental cuisines along with your favorite drink. Your tension will melt away in a calm atmosphere of Kumasi's only Olympic-sized swimming pool. Can't wait to see you there.
Welcome back. I hope you grab yourselves a cup of tea or some sugar solution, which is not too good for you anyway. So we are going to continue with our numerous questions. Before we went on a short break, we were talking about the biometric registration. So I'm going back to Mr. Dedume, Uncle Tesla. Apart from biometric registration, what other registrations are there for our students to do when they arrive on campus?
Right, thank you very much. Apart from biometric registration, they are required to do course registration. So once you've paid your fees and you've done your biometric registration, you log on to the student portal or using the app. So by the way, the KNUST has an app which we call the AIM, the Academic Information Manager, for all students. You can just download it either on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. It does almost everything you need. You can register your courses, you can check your status as a student. Alternatively, you can also log on to the student portal to do your registration. So beyond the biometric registration, you are required to do course registration.
All right, thank you very much. Let me just emphasize this a little bit because I know I had a lot of questions coming on the mismatched name. So, Uncle Tesla, if I'm not in Kumasi, I've been offered admission, but my name is mismatched. Therefore, I can't accept admission download. And according to one person who sent it to me, they said, no staff intervention is required. So, what should I do? I'm not in Kumasi. You say they are the Great Hall. Please, I need to come to school. Yeah. What should I do?
Yeah, so like I said earlier, if you are unable to come to Kumasi, you need to leave a ticket on our help desk. So you go to helpdesk.knust.edu.gh, you post a ticket. Please note.
What is a ticket?
It's basically reporting a problem.
Thank you.
So you select report a problem or post a ticket. Then you select in your topics, name mismatch is one of the topics. So once you select the topic name mismatch, please ensure that you upload all documents, all relevant documents you need to prove that that is your right name. Once you do that, there are staff there to take a look at it, work with the admissions office to enable you print your letter. Once we confirm that the documents you submitted are indeed an attestation of that, to the fact that you have the names that you have placed on your admission portal, then you'll be able to print your letter.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And that being said, please, when you post a ticket, check your emails for responses. There are times when people post tickets, they don't check the response, and then they post it multiple times. So please, and also on the help desk, there is a live chat. So once you get there right now, you can chat with any of our personnel to discuss your problem, and then you'll be given direction on how to resolve all issues. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So the help desk have got the live chat. Anytime you want to call us, but allow our team to sleep small. But anywhere you are in the world, when you go there, somebody will be there to answer your questions for you. Thank you very much. So I go to Mrs. Ellen Awoche. My apologies. Auntie Ellen, I want to talk a little bit about available scholarships.
Okay.
KUST, what do we do to students who need scholarship? What should they do?
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Auntie Tio. KNUST has a number of scholarships available to all students. And when I say all students, it's supposed to be brilliant but needy students. So what you need to do is to go to our website and then search for the available scholarships. When you go through, you just apply. And then the necessary assessment is made. When you qualify, is given to you. And aside that too, messages are sent to students as to scholarships that are readily available. So you need to be reading. Make use of the same KNUST give, because a lot of information will be channeled through that same. So you can get those scholarship listings at the website. Aside the KNUST scholarship, we also have numerous scholarships externally. We have the government scholarship, GET Fund. We have scholarship from GMPC. In fact, there are a lot of external scholarships. That one is available to everybody. Whether you're a regular student, you're a fee-paying student, you can access those scholarships.
All right, thank you very much. So as Auntie Ellen said, GET Fund is open currently. So go to their website. Yeah. Ghana Government Scholarships, I know, will also be opening very soon. Yeah. Be on the lookout. GMPC Scholarship might open. Let's be on the lookout. Those are the three major government-supported or assisted scholarships available to every Ghanaian. And you also know that we had the Student Loan Trust Fund.
Yeah.
I repeat, Student Loan Trust Fund. Students don't want to hear that name at all. How do I come to university on a loan? Listen, I, Auntie Theo, I came to KNUST with student loan, and here I am. They have very flexible terms of payment. So if you don't get any scholarships, please access the Student Loan Trust Fund. It is better than staying at home and not coming to school. Okay, as you actually said also, internally, there are a number of scholarships, so always visit the university website. And when you come in on the 6th, we'll be giving you KNUST SIM. Any available scholarship will be posted to you on your SIM. then you must quickly go and fulfill all righteousness. Okay? So thank you very much. Let me now go back to the accommodation issue because there are a number of questions coming up and we need to answer them. I want you to help me welcome Dr. Mrs. Linda Aurelia Ofori, Chairperson for KOHA, Committee of Hall Administrators. You are welcome, Auntie Linda.
Thank you very much, Auntie.
So back to the halls of residence. Tomorrow the portal will be opened. So talk a little bit more about that and let us know. Since we may not meet our lovely students again before they arrive on Saturday, when they get here on Saturday, what should they do? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So I want to also, on behalf of the Committee of Hall Administrators, congratulate all our freshmen for gaining admission to the best university in terms of quality education. So on Saturday, we are ready to receive you. And when you are coming, you would need to come along with documents that will prove that indeed you have gotten residential accommodation in any of the traditional halls. So I wish to also add that beside the 6 traditional halls that are already listed, there is also what we call KNUST owned hostels. So there is a hostel that is owned by KNUST that is also available for first years. You will find that indicated on the accommodation portal at the lower bottom, which is called Wilcado Hostel. So Wilcado Hostel is big enough also to accommodate first-year students. And so freshmen who do not get accommodation in the traditional halls can opt for accommodation in Wilcado, which is located on KNUST campus. So it is located here on campus. It is not outside of campus that you can select, make payments, and also get to be accommodated. So after you have made your reservations, you will be given a reservation code. You go and pay. And after payment, you come back and select a room. You will get the opportunity to select your room. And of course, you are only picking 1 bed space. After selecting that room, you would have to print out the allocator sheet. And the allocator sheet will come indicating your name, your student reference number, the room number that you have selected, and then you would print it out. It comes also with declaration forms. So rules and regulations, declaration forms that you need to read. Read it, sign it, get your parents or your guardians to also sign, and you will bring those forms together with the allocator sheet and passport pictures to school on Saturday. So on Saturday when you are coming along with 2 copies of your room allocator form. You are coming with the declaration forms.
Yes.
Signed copies is what you are coming with. So you will sign, your parents or your guardian would sign, and then you bring 2 copies of that and 2 passport pictures. Come along with 2 passport pictures and the receipts of payment. So your payment of residential fees, your payment of academic fees, as well as the printout. You come along with them on Saturday, and then you come also with your personal items. So the personal items, just like you use at home, is what we are expecting you to come along with. We don't want you to bring your whole house. Don't bring your whole room to KNUST. We have limited space. So come along with things that you would need, very salient things that you will need for the 3 months that you are going to be on campus. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we've heard everything that Auntie Linda said to us. But let me ask this again. So we are going to be 4 in a room. To God be the glory, all our parents are well to do. Can all the 4 of us bring refrigerators, 4 refrigerators, 4 rice cookers, 4 blenders, 4 microwaves? What again? You know them, right? So what should they do? Because the room is not spacious enough. So what would you advise to our dear students?
So it's unfortunate you might not even know who your roommate is going to be. You only are privy to that space that you have booked. And so what we expect is that you cannot bring every item. But if mommy or daddy wants to buy you everything, when you get to campus and you realize that somebody else has already put a fridge in the room is not big enough to take 4 fridges. It cannot accommodate 4 rice cookers or 4 microwaves. You can only use 1 at a time. And so you just would have to discuss with your roommates, agree on whose fridge you are going to use, whose cooker you are going to use, whose microwave is going to be in the room, so that mommy or daddy can take back some of the items that have been given to you. And so, I mean, I can only advise that you don't buy everything and carry from Tamale or Accra to Kumasi. When you get to the room and you realize that there are certain things that are not available, you can quickly go to town. And there are shops on campus that sell some of these items. You can only even procure them on campus and use them.
Okay, so a question says that, still with Auntie Linda, please, what time tomorrow the accommodation portal be opened?
So tomorrow around midday. Midday is 12 o'clock. The portal will be open, and everyone who has paid their fees will have the opportunity. So paid your fees in full would have the opportunity to go online and reserve. You are not going to book a bed. You are not going to select a hall. You go and book or make a reservation. It is the reservation code that you will be giving after the reservation that you will take to the bank to go and make the payment. Without a reservation code, no bank official will take your money. If they take your money, you will still not get a bed space in any of the halls. So please, make sure you book or you make a reservation on the accommodation portal, go to the bank and make the payment, come back and select the bed space.
Okay. Still on it, Prof. Notice said that after paying the fees full, before you be allowed to do a reservation, will the portal ask you for evidence of payment or something? Because, well, how would they know I've paid or I've not paid?
So thank you very much. The portal will not give you access if you have not paid your fees.
Oh, all right.
So it's the same code that you used in checking your admission.
Okay.
The same reference code, I mean the username and password that you have used to print your admission letter is that same reference code you have used in paying your fees at the bank. So when you log in with those details, the system will know that you have paid and therefore give you access. Otherwise, you will not have access.
All right. So,
can I add this?
Yes, Aunt Ellen, you can come in.
In terms of the fee paying, academic fees are supposed to be paid separately from your residential
Very relevant
fee.
information.
Don't lump it together and pay. Pay your academic fees and then pay your residential fees separately.
So respectfully, those who are yet to pay, as I've had that question several times, do not pay the residential fees and academic fees together. If you've done that already, Madam Ellen, what should they do? I would like to add that because a few have done that already. And I told them A, B, C, D. Maybe what I said was wrong. But I told them they should get another money quickly and get paid for the accommodation.
And that is the best solution.
Somebody has paid already, how would they get access to the money?
When they come to school, they can write to the finance officer for the refund of the excess they paid. But for now, they should look for money to pay for the accommodation. That is the safest way to secure your accommodation. So either you ask for a refund when you come to school or you leave it in. It will be in for your subsequent fee payment.
Thank you very much. So the next question, I've paid my academic fees, I wasn't given a code. So I want to know whether the transaction reference is the reservation code or it will be sent to me as...
No. So once you pay your academic fees, you will not be giving any reservation code. When the portal is open tomorrow, you will get to make the reservation, and then you will be giving a reservation code to go and make the payments for accommodation at the bank.
Okay, so we have, we'll be taking a short break. But before that, I want to just say that thank you for being with us. Don't go, there are a few more questions left for us to answer for you. Then we call it an evening, okay? I know some of you have been with us for almost an hour plus, and it's beautiful. Keep watching, and we'll be back soon. Thank you very much. Just a few minutes break, and we'll be back.
The KNUST swimming pool will open soon. There will be an array of fascinating and enjoyable activities, including parties, events, swimming lessons, and live music during the weekend. Enjoy local and continental cuisines along with your favorite drink. Your tension will melt away in a calm atmosphere of Kumasi's only Olympic-sized swimming pool. Can't wait to see you there.
Our cherished and distinguished alumni and ever-supportive stakeholders of our great university, the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, thank you very much for the privilege and the honor to come your way briefly with a few thoughts on the KNUST Day of Giving. This is a special day to honor, appreciate, and celebrate the hen that laid the golden eggs after 70 years of existence and global impact. On Friday, the 6th of October 2023, we shall all show our appreciation to KNUST by making financial donations to the university towards a noble cause in an innovative online fundraising initiative that is dubbed the KNUST Day of Giving. Our target is to raise 200 million Ghana cedis to build a 2,000 bed space hall of residence at KNUST to solve one of the biggest problems of our students and management: accommodation on campus for students. I am therefore calling on the magnanimity of all alumni, industry, and business partners, staff, students, and all friends of KNUST to kindly make financial donations electronically in any major currency on the KNUST Day of Giving. I am extremely pleased to announce to you that you are an automatic champion for this great and noble assignment. Please let us endeavor to rally as many people as possible to create this big supporting wave to make a huge impact on this global KNUST Day of Giving. No donation is too small. Thanks so very much, and do stay blessed for deciding to give to support the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. KNUST Day of Giving. Please do not be left out. Hashtag KNUST Day of Giving. Thank you.
All right. So welcome back. This is our last lap, okay? So don't get tired. We love you so much, and we are here to help you make sure that when you come on Saturday, and there was a question concerning whether it is compulsory for me to come to school on Saturday. You know, KNUST is a tertiary institution. We can only advise. So we are saying that reopening is Saturday, 6th January 2024. And I think that from Sunday, 7th January, the in-person orientation starts. When they're going to give you a lot of critical information you need to survive on campus. So do your best as far as possible to be here on Saturday the 6th. And to God be the glory, we are ready for you. Everything is ready for you to come on Saturday. So try your best. Come secure your place. Come settle in. Come get all the things you need to do for lectures to start. And the colleges, the faculties, departments, and the program orientations will also continue from Monday the 8th going. So, oh, the 8th is a holiday. Oh, okay. Don't worry. Orientations will be going on. So please, do your best and be in school. Ideal students, are you around? Give me a wave. Put some emojis there for me to know you are still there. Great. So we are going to go to the ideal questions. But before we go to ideal questions, I want to go back to Dr. Mrs. Linda Ofori about the selection of the halls of residence tomorrow. Auntie Linda, so tomorrow, what should we do? I'm doing engineering, I'm doing medicine, I'm doing sociology, I'm doing communication studies, I'm doing business administration. When I go there, can I select any hall I want? Or, because me, I want to go to Katanga Hall. Please, what should I do tomorrow?
Thank you very much. I think that the system is set up in such a way that once you log on with your credentials, the halls available will pop up on your screen. So you would see on your screen a list of halls. You will have the opportunity to select what is available to you. So if you open your portal and you have 6 halls showing on your portal, yours is to do CCC and select one. Or if you open and there are 3 showing on your screen, of course, you look at the 3 and select. I want to just assure every freshman that our halls are good enough. Our halls all will give you the opportunity to interact, network with your other students, and then enjoy the ambience of KNUST. We have a beautiful environment, irrespective of the hall that it's showing on your screen for which you can select. You will still enjoy every bit of KNUST campus. Yours is just to arrive on campus, and we'll have a smooth time. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yours is to arrive, God willing, on the 6th or 7th, or as the Lord will open the way for you. So let's go to our ideal questions. So I can't find my fees attached to my admission. Oh, my apologies. My apologies. Help me welcome to our resource person, Mr. Christopher Addo, to my extreme right, the Senior Assistant Registrar for e-learning center and instead of distance learning. And to my immediate left, I have one of my IT gurus. You know, an IT wizard. We don't have wizards in university here. An IT engine. Okay, good. So help me welcome Mr. Infum as well, Emmanuel Infum. Thank you very much. So let's go to our ideal question. So I can't find my fees to my attachment on the dashboard. What should I do? Mr. Chris Addo, please help us.
Okay, so IDL is Institute of Distance Learning, and then it's our distance learning arm of the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. So if you can't find your fees, you go to the IDL website, idl.knust.edu.gh. The fees schedule has been put there. You will see your fees. Depending on the program you are going to take, you look for that program and then the appropriate fees and pay likewise. So that's where you can find your fees. But keep checking your portal. I'm sure you would see it tomorrow morning if you are not seeing it now. But if you are still not seeing it, go to the IDEA website. It has been uploaded for you. Thank you.
Okay, so still on the fees. When it comes to IDEA postgraduate fees, we know that it's a bit on the higher side. Is there any payment plan for the postgraduates? Because if my program is around 2.1 or 2.2 Ghana cedis, and I know you understand that one. So what should I do? Am I required to pay everything, or as a postgraduate student, I have the privilege of doing some installments?
So once again, for IDEA students, your best bet is to always go to the IDEA website. The IDEA website has your fees, has the payment plan. Everything is detailed. You can know when to pay, how much to pay, and what point to pay the fee. So it is there. And then IDEA will also have orientation, like the other colleges will have their orientation. IDEA has its orientation, and as indicated on your letter, on the 13th of January at 4 p.m., all the details, the various details about fee payment, the plan, and all those things will be said there. But because you are paying now, you go to the website and then you pay.
Okay, thank you very much. So where are the IDEA campuses in Ghana? Where can they be found? Can you give us some ideas where they can be found? And secondly, have IDEA closed their portal? Are you still accepting applications for your diploma programs, or they are closed?
So currently what we are doing is that we have Accra Learning Center. In Accra, we have a few places that we actually meet. Depending on where your program is, on the timetable that will be uploaded on the website, that will show you the exact location of your program. So without the timetable, you won't know the specific location in Accra. By the time we are through with the admission processes and we get to IDEA orientation, you will know the centers in which specific programs are going to be run, so you will know. But we have offices across the country. We have it in every region. We have our offices in Tema. The Tema one is our ECG training school. We have one in the whole technical university. There's an office there where you can go. In all the regional capitals, go to our website. You will see them. You see a number there, call them, and then they would assist you to know.
Okay, let me ask a question to IDEA again before I come to Mr. Nfuma, UITS. So let's say I'm a postgraduate student of IDEA. I've applied for MSc Accounting and Finance. I've been given, but I don't like it. I want logistics and supply chain management. I've changed my mind. Can I change programs? If yes, how? If no, why not?
So at IDEA, once the program that you want to change to is available and you are qualified for it, you can change it. Of course, you can't change the program midstream, but before we start the program, you can change the program that if you have MSc Accounting and Finance and you want to change to MSc Logistics and Supply Chain and you are qualified for that one, you can change. All you need to do is inform the IDEA, any of our center coordinators, any of our help desk line. When you go to the website, the admission line, you get in touch, it will be changed for you if you are qualified for the new program you want to change to.
Okay, so we're talking about accommodation. Ideal students, are we also privileged to book for the traditional halls of residence, or we should come from home? How should we go about? Interested?
No,
yes, please.
For IDEA, the accommodation, it's only the international students that normally at the postgraduate level go to the graduate hostel. But the rest of us, for IDEA students, they do not book the traditional halls unless maybe the hostels around, if they are diploma students and they have paid their fees and they need a hostel around, they can go for the hostel around and book.
All right, so I'll come back to you, but let me go to Mr. Emmanuel Infum. Okay. Mr. Infum, yes, I want you to just give us a little rundown on the technology services available to our fresh students, from biometrics to course registration to help desk to this. Just give us a little overview of what students should expect. Should I necessarily register my courses? Why can't biometric suffice for both? I have to do biometric. Why should I have to do biometric and this and this? So give us a little rundown over there. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And once again, congratulations on your admission to KNUST. Yes, there are so many, a plethora of services, IT services for you as KNUST students. But let me tackle the question of the need for registration. Yes, biometric is essential and required because it shows your physical presence in school. We need to know that you are in school. And for that matter, we need to have your biometric data. Secondly, course registration is mandatory. A valid student of KNUST must register courses. Must register courses. And it's actually all on the convenience of your devices. These are all things you can do online without any hassle or stress. So yes, it is required for you to do. Now the biometric, for instance, you have the benefit of also using that, that is also used for attendance, event attendance purposes, and various security purposes. So we need you to do that because it is essential, and likewise for course registration. Now the benefit of doing your own course registration is that you get to know what you are going to learn, right? So you can actually do some research about the courses you are going to learn and prepare yourself for the classroom work. Yes, and then as for the IT services, we have a plethora of them, plenty. All meant for you. We are here for you. We are here to make your life in uni so easy and smooth. And that's what UITS is here to do. We serve you with IT solutions. Yes, please. Thank you very much.
All right. So UITS is here to help you with IT solution. I want to emphasize that biometric will prove that you are physically present on campus. Course registration is very crucial. Without registration of your courses, you're not a student of university. So please, let's do it very well. Okay, so if I have a problem, where is your office located, or all the colleges? Do we have officers there? If I have an IT problem, what do I do? Secondly, are we going to be given free Wi-Fi? You know we are the .com generation.
Yes.
So we want to know, we'll be giving some Wi-Fi services, or what about internet services? Please talk a little about that for us.
Great. Thank you very much. Now, if you have a problem, the first place to go to, of course, in the comfort of your room, is to go to helpdesk.knust.edu.gh and then create a ticket. Just report the issue there. However, if you want to physically seek assistance, you can come to the main office at the basement of the Casely Hayford block and ask for the UITS support center. You have there a friendly staff who are just waiting to serve you, to make sure that you are okay and your issues are resolved. We have IT units in all the 7 colleges. All the 7 colleges have IT managers and their staff there who can equally provide you services to ensure that your issues are resolved, whatever they may be. Once there are IT issues, we are capable, we are well equipped to solve those problems for you. Now, the next question has to do with Wi-Fi. Yes. The entire campus has many access points all over the place, right? And it's KNUST Wi-Fi. We've actually improved on this service to ensure that you have fast internet connectivity. Of course, key for the purpose of your research work, for the purpose of your communication, for your virtual meetings and all kinds of activities that comes in relation with your academic pursuits here in KNUST. So we have Wi-Fi, high-speed Wi-Fi, and it's meant for you. It's just meant for you. In addition to what you get on the monthly Vodafone bundle, right? That's just meant to augment your internet access. That also has, in addition to it, the community user group, where you can call yourselves for free without use of units. So all these facilities are there to make sure that you network and collaborate and have access to resources to enhance your academic life. And this is what we offer you. Thank you.
All right. So KNUST high-speed Wi-Fi. I'm excited for you already. This is KNUST. The ground is hallowed. All right, so we are about rounding up, but I have some few more questions from Mr. Chris Addo about IDEAL. As he said earlier on, Distance learning will be having their orientation on the 13th at 4 p.m. But some crucial questions are here, and we really want to help our dear freshers who have sent these questions. So we are saying that we are not entitled to book traditional halls of residence. But when we come for face-to-face lecture in Kumasi, or I'm in Hongwei, I go to Ho, or I'm in Keta, I come to Ho, or I'm in Techimai, I come to Kumasi, is there any accommodation arrangement for us when we come for the face-to-face lectures? Mr. Ado, can you help us with that?
When you go for face-to-face, depending on where you are going for the face-to-face, you make your own arrangements as to where you want to stay. However, if you are a diploma student and you are in Kumasi, the hostels are around. You can go and book one and stay there and go for your diploma classes. But for the postgraduates and undergraduates, wherever you are going for the class, you make your own arrangements in those places, and then you stay there for the class you want to go for. That's what you do.
Yeah, thank you very much. So please, I'm a fresher ideal postgraduate. I've been trying to access the KNUST AIM app. My effort approved filter response incorrect username and password. What should I do? Mr. Ado?
I think that I would ask my UITS.
Yes.
Because we use the same thing.
Yes. So yes, that's a good question. Now, first of all, we advise that your first go-to service is the students' portal, right? Which has all the things you need to do. The AIM app, eventually you have access to it. We are actually preparing that system to enable you to use it. So your first solution or service is the students' portal. Eventually, you'll be able to log into your AIM app. And mind you, logging into the AIM app, instead of just typing your username, you need to type your full email address, right? Your full email address. So perhaps the reason why you are not successful in logging in is because you are just typing the username, right? Rather, type your full email address, and you should it should be successful. That is, should the setup be done, it should be successful. So, but once again, I want to repeat, the first point service to go to is your students' portal. Eventually, the AIM app will be ready for you to log in also. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, still about rounding up, I know a lot of questions have come from our distance learning students. And as Mr. Ado said, 13th, we are going to have a detailed orientation for our distance learning students. So don't worry at all. We'll be helping you. But as we are about concluding, Mr. Ado, let me ask you one of the questions. Our postgraduate ideal people are still asking about the percentage payment. Any advice for them before we round up?
So the advice is simple. Ideal for postgraduates, you start with paying 6,000 as what we call commitment fees. It informs us that you are coming, and so it helps us in preparing for you, because there are different centers that we run our program, and therefore once you pay the commitment fee, we know that you are coming. But there's a lesson we want every ideal student to learn. The website is your go-to place. Do not let anybody go and tell you what he saw. You also can see some. So go to the website, idl.knust.edu.gh. Everything will be put there. Your timetable for class will be put there. Your exams time, everything about IDL is always put at the institute website. So the fees is there. How you are supposed to pay it is also there. It is very, very important. And let me add to this. I think that there was a question earlier on that who was asked about in terms of groups and things with distant learning. In fact, what happens with distant learning is that during the week, which is from tomorrow, every program, we have an official WhatsApp group that the Institute creates. It creates it to communicate with each program. You would receive a link to that particular site, WhatsApp group, and then you join. The administrators will give you all the information. Anytime you need any information, there's an administrator there. You WhatsApp him or her, and then he will respond to that one. And so it's very, very important. You'll be added to it before the weekend for all the ideal programs. Every program has its own one. That is where we share our links. Every information is shared first from there and then on our website. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Clap for yourselves. Clap for yourselves for staying with us all this while. The last question here that I want to answer, as we said, we have our help desk. Go there and put all your questions there. We'll be willing to help you. But somebody's saying that I've got a less endowed admission, but with no scholarship. A lot of questions on less endowed. I'll advise you that go to our help desk and put your concerns there. But as you rightly said, there are a number of scholarships on campus. So do your best and come around. But check the university website. As soon as we get approval from the partners, we'll upload the available scholarships and you can apply. But less endowed students are also regular students. Okay? So on that note, we want to give opportunity for a last comment from our panel, just to say something very small as we are ending our virtual orientation, starting from Grace, then we come to Auntie Linda, then Mr. Inform, then I'll end.
So for the ideal students, please be mindful that they go to the website. It's very likely your classes will even begin before your orientation. So just follow your timetable, go to the website, check it, and the WhatsApp group. Once you are added, ask all the information, and your life will be easier.
Thank you very much. Auntie Linda, any final parting words?
I just want to let them know that the best destination for quality education is KNUST, and you have not made a mistake in coming here. We want to assure you that we are ready. We have put in every measure to make sure that your stay is comfortable on KNUST campus. Have a safe journey to KNUST on Saturday, and you will not regret it.
Thank you so much. Mr. Inform, any parting words for our students?
Thank you very much. And once again, the IT ecosystem here in KNUST awaits all our new students. We know and we trust that even as you join us, you have an experience you've never had before. We really admonish that, once again, when you get your credentials, make sure you keep them safe. Don't share your credentials with your friends, right? Keep your credentials safe. Keep your ID card safe. Keep everything we give you, including the Vodafone SIM card, very safe, and use them, right? And we know that all these things will come together to make your experience in KNUST the best of the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been a beautiful time together. Thank you, fathers, mothers, uncles, aunties, husbands, wives, everybody who made this session a lively one. And I know that God will bring you safely to us on Saturday. The whole of KNUST, from our Vice Chancellor to everybody, as security people, we are all ready to welcome you on 6th January 2024. On that note, we say thank you once again for joining the virtual orientation. All the videos will be at our university website. If there's something you didn't understand, go back, watch it, ask your questions, and we'll be there to help you. On that note, God bless you and good night for now. Bye.